family reunions are tense affairs. Wait till you experience the twists and the turns the Carrington clan schemes up in Dynasty, the reunion. That's right after a 2-year absence, this sleek nighttime soap bubbles up again in a special miniseries Sunday and Tuesday nights here on ABC. All your favorites will be there, including, of course, Crystal and Blake, a.k.a. Linda Evans and John Forsythe, and they are joining us this morning from Los Angeles. And good morning.
Good morning, dear Joan.
Good morning.
Did you? I'm terrific, thanks. You know, Linda, I know you can't give too much away, but when Dynasty went off the air, it was, I think, a big source of frustration to a lot of people that you were in a coma. Now, I don't want to ask too much, but do you have some lines in this reunion?
Well, not only do I have lines, I have like 32 changes of clothes, so obviously I'm very much alive and well and moving around in my Nolan Miller outfits.
Okay, that was a nice sneaky way of saying that you get to wake up from this coma. John, what about Blake? The last time we saw...
I'm not in a coma.
No, you're not in a coma, but you were sprawled out, if I remember correctly, on a staircase, bleeding, and you'd had a shootout, right?
Yes, and I recovered, as you can see. What we don't do, Joan, is we don't pick up immediately after the things you're talking about. Joan Collins in midair, having fallen over a balcony, or me lying on the steps. Well, we pick up some year and a half later. And I think it's better that way, because you don't have to go into all the backstory. And it's a pretty good show, too. I think you'll like it.
Oh, good. Now, because I remember we talked, and you were very disillusioned with the show. You said people weren't tending the shop, and you didn't like the scripts. So were you a little bit leery when they came to you and said we want to do a reunion?
Well, I figured that if we concentrate all the work and all the effort and all the people, and Linda was most helpful in this too, to work on the script in conjunction with the Shapiros, who are producers and head writers, I thought we'd come up with a good show, and I think we did. And the fact that I have been so critical in the past, I think adds a little weight to what I have to say. I think you'll like it.
All right, and Linda was more than helpful. I'm told, Linda, that you really kind of instigated this whole thing, that you had a lot to do with it coming about. Tell us how.
Well, I was having lunch with Alan Sabinson of ABC and about a project that I was doing for them, and I asked them if we were ever going to do this show, and they said that they had wanted to, but were having problems getting all the stars and everybody together, and I said that I would really like to, and they had not been aware that I was so enthusiastic about it, and they said, well, we'll see what we can do, and all of a sudden everybody started getting interested again, and I was sort of excited because it was something I think that all of us wanted to complete.
Well, we're going to take a pause from commercial because we want to come back in just a moment, and when we come back, we'll have more with John Forsythe and Linda Evans, and the claws are out. We are going to see a preview of her latest and greatest brawl with Alexis. Joan Collins, when Good Morning America continues. We are back speaking with John Forsythe and Linda Evans, who had Dynasty, the reunion, a 2-part ABC miniseries this Sunday and Tuesday nights. And what would a Dynasty reunion be without a knockout fight between Crystal and Alexis? And as you can see, yes, they have a Lollapalooza. All right. Now, Linda, we see you wrestling around here. People seem to love to see this. I just wonder how much fun it is for you guys. Is it fun?
It's always fun to beat up Joan Collins.
I can tell you it's always fun wrestling with Linda.
John, when Dynasty left the air due to low ratings, there was kind of a feeling, and I think maybe it still persists, that nighttime 1-hour soap, so to speak, was kind of dead. Do you think that that's what happened, and do you think that if the ratings are good on this, that it might kind of be a resurgence?
Well, I'm not sure that it would mean that nighttime soap opera would come back. I think, as you well know, television is kind of cyclical.
Yeah.
Sometimes westerns are in, sometimes situation comedies in, sometimes nighttime soap opera. So I think that if we had our druthers, it would be nice to be back on the air in some form, but I'm not sure that it would be in the hour weekly form.
Oh, now you bring a little question there into play, because I mean, I've heard that if the ratings are good, we're going to see more reunions. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Well, it's possible. I think if the ratings are good, it's kind of like revisiting folks that you've been involved with for 8 or 9 years, and you want to see what's happened to them over this period of time. It's like a class reunion, not only with the actors and all the people who are working on the show, but also with the audience.
Well,
I think it'd be fun.
It's complicated, though, because you're up against the World Series one night. What are you going to watch, John?
I take the Fifth Amendment.
Where will you be, Linda? You'll be watching it?
I'll be watching it.
And
I'm not watching baseball.
No? And
No.
how's this for a segue? What will Yanni be watching?
Well, he'll be with me watching it.
I must ask you, because it's all over the tabloids, we hear that you won't marry Yanni until your psychic says you can. Would you like to address that one, Linda?
I think these writers get drunk or drugged, and they just sit in a room and make up things that are so absurd I can hardly even believe it. That's a joke, isn't it?
It really is. You just sit
Well,
at home and say, I can't believe that they dreamed this one up.
I know.
So this is not all hanging on a psychic.
Please, I'm more intelligent than that.
I know that, Linda. I wanted
make
to give
my
you,
own decisions.
I wanted
don't
to
ask
give you a
anybody
chance to address that one. Hey, listen, I'm going to be
Oh.
watching. Great to see you two
Thank you.
for this
Thank you,
class
John.
reunion. Dynasty. All right, thanks.